All right, everybody. Well, it is done. All done. What a pleasure to see it in this state. It took a long time. I had to travel for work for a little bit, and so that took me out of town. And I've just been busy with things on the rest of the farm here. So, but here it is. I'm not totally thrilled with how I have this this spacer set up, so I do plan on changing that. I don't like these long through bolts, and I was thinking about upsizing them to 3/8/16 from a from a 5/16 18, but the wall thickness on this is only so thick, so you're only going to get so many threads. So what I plan on doing, if this fails on me, I'll just do a quick repair just to get me back in the field and buzz this all together. But what I want to do, if this does fail on me, is just simply make a better setup. So that being the one thing that I don't like about it, the rest of it I'm very pleased with. It's exactly what I was hoping it would be. So I did move the center dividers over 1 inch. So, obviously these is out 2 inches, otherwise, I had to go 2 inches. So we have 19 3/4 of an inch between the chutes, and I think that should work just fine. That's 1/4 of an inch less than what the newer maxillators are on their optimal settings. So at least from what I've read. And good thing the Massey Ferguson 128 baler creates a really nice bale. It's uniform and it's straight and it's consistent, so I'm not concerned about that. So I rattle can sorry guys, I rattle can this. I gave it 2 coats of primer, and then I gave it a 2 coats of just clear coat, so it's just a protective clear enamel. So it's kind of like putting on another coat of paint, but it goes on a lot easier and a lot faster, dries faster than another coat of paint. And with the 2 coats of both, I think it should be fine. At least for a farm implement, it should be fine. I'm not concerned about things getting scratched up a little bit and getting some rust. It's easy to touch up, so it all in all, guys, I think it turned out really well. I did get my 6-foot hoses in, so I just finished putting those on, and I brought it up to max height, and everything clears. It works well. I'm totally pleased. So what I have to do next is get some protective covers for these and figure out a good way to keep them off of things, because they naturally want to go down here, and you can see I kind of goofed there, so that sucks. Brand new, just put them on and I already screwed them up. But all is well. So thanks a lot for following along on this build, guys. And if this is something you're thinking about building, or you have any questions, yeah, shoot me some questions. I'd be happy to answer them. If you guys see something that could be done better, I know there's lots of room for improvement here. So if you guys can think of something, I may end up building another one of these and putting it up for sale on Craigslist. Maybe make a 10 bale and just see what happens. Hey guys, real quick before we get into the next part of this video, I wanted to show you what rem I have left. That is literally all of the remnants that I have left from all those 20-foot sticks, with the exception of this 1x1, which is because I changed the design. I still ended up using it for the very center divider, but yeah, so that was kind of an accident, but that's what I have left. Not bad. I feel good about my measurements and the little bit of math that went into this. The other thing I wanted to show you is my next project. So the Kubota that I spent a bunch of money on this year, well, I guess last year now, it's a great little tractor. It's nice. I like it. However, it needs some work, and this was something I was unaware of when I bought it, and kind of sucks. I got to do it, but see that leak right there? That is the output shaft for my four-wheel drive leaking inside the transmission. So what it's doing is, this is my clutch housing, and that is a dry clutch, and so it's leaking hydraulic fluid into my clutch case and making a mess, and it seems to be getting worse. So you can see it. Yeah, so it drips here and it drips over there, and I'm not really sure why it drips over there, and it drips down the drive line, so I end up with drip marks all over the place. So that is my next project, and I'm not looking forward to it. I know it isn't the biggest deal in the world to have to split a tractor, but it's just something I was really hoping to not have to do, and that's kind of the reason that I got rid of the David Brown, was because I wanted something newer and more ergonomic, which this is both of those, but I also wanted something that I wouldn't have to work on as much outside of normal maintenance. And yeah, so that's that. Anyway, let's get to the cost and time associated with the building the grapple. Okay, guys. Now for the fun part. We get to talk about the money that was spent, and a little bit about the time that I worked on it, and just kind of go over the details that are important to know if this is something that you want to work on in the future. So I'm reading off of a notepad, so if I look down a lot, it's poor cameramanship or whatever. I'm I'm not a pro here. So what I have into this thing, skid steer quick attach, pre-made, shipped to me, $103. So I felt like that was a pretty good deal. If I was going to do it again, I would do it exactly the way that I did it. I really like the way these guys made it, and it was yeah, it just worked out good. So $103. Steel, $365, and some of that I was a little bit frugal with. I was also resourceful as far as I had some rem pieces from other projects that I've worked on, and so that helped out a little bit. So if I didn't have those remnants pieces from other projects, I'm going to guess that this would probably be close to maybe $380, $400 in steel or so. Hydraulic hoses, about $70 into it. So I did go over all my receipts, so I do have exact numbers, and this is what this is based off of. But if it was $47.18, I just rounded it down. If it was $47.72, I rounded up. So this is going to be plus or minus $5. So yeah, so hydraulic hoses, $70. The hydraulic cylinder was $100. Fasteners and other miscellaneous little things like cutoff wheels and whatnot, I was $74. Welding supplies, basically just I wore out about, well, half of one tip, and then so I didn't include that, but I went through two 2-pound spools of flux core wire at $20 a piece, so I'm $40 there, and then whatever a tip, like, I don't know, $2 for a tip. Paint, I was $65 into paint. The hooks from Agri Supply, those were $175 shipped. That was for 16 of them. So if any of you guys plan on building a 10-bale grapple, you're going to add another 8. So 175, I think it was 124 or something, and then shipping was kind of expensive because you know, that quantity, it starts to get kind of heavy. So I think there were like eight or $9 a piece from Agri Supply. So you can just do the math there and tack on another, 10, $15 for shipping if you're going to build a 10 bale. Paint. Oh no, hooks. I'm sorry. I already did paint. Delrin for making the bearings for the hook shafts. That was $40. So all parts total up to $1,032, and plus or minus a couple of bucks, because I'm really not concerned about the 15 cents or the 20 cents or whatever here and there. I do this for fun. It's not a business. If I was going to build these professionally, I would look at things slightly differently. But so $1,032, and like I said, that was me being resourceful. Add maybe 40, $50 for just random little pieces of whatever here and there. So not bad, considering if you buy a brand new one from a dealer, you're sitting somewhere between 5 to $8,000. I was quoted, I think it was like $7,800 for a Maxillator, and that was through a local dealer. That was a 10 bale, and so that's not really apples to apples. But I don't know how many brands actually make an 8 bale, so I don't know what kind of apples to apples comparisons I can do, but it is what it is. So I'm 1,032 in it. Now, if you want to count my time, this is just me. You guys might do it differently, but I'm sitting right at about 50 hours. That is 50 hours of actual labor. That's not including running to get fasteners that I forgot, or just running to get parts. None of that's included. So that 50 hours is pretty much just me here in the shop working. So 50 hours, and if you determine what you value your time is worth, and I feel like my time is worth more, but I'm usually I'm a very nice person, and so if I'm doing work for somebody or for a company on the side doing fabrication work out of my garage, I charge $45 an hour, and that's a very low rate for custom fabrication. So if you do 50 hours at $45 an hour, that comes to $2,250. So $2,250 is what my labor was, labor costs associated with this. If you total everything up, grand total, labor, parts, just about everything, I'm $3,282. So me being the person that I am, I'm not counting my time. I had a bunch of vacation rollover from last year because I'm a workaholic. I just go to work and I don't even think about taking vacation most of the time. So I had vacation rollover, and they basically said you're only allowed to roll over so much. You need to take some vacation. So I took a full week of vacation to build this, and so to me, I'm having fun in my shop. I'm doing what I love to do. I really enjoy fabricating. The one thing I don't like doing is painting. Painting and prep for paint sucks. I just don't like it. But as far as the fabrication end of it goes, the cutting, the welding, the just thinking and using my brain and getting to do things like that is fun to me. So, building one for myself, I'm not even thinking about my time, and so $1,032 into a fun project that is going to greatly benefit me throughout the next several hay seasons until I eventually figure out a different system. This is pretty sweet. Really good deal in my opinion. So that's that. This video is starting to get kind of long. I could ramble on more and more about this kind of stuff, but well, that's it, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. I appreciate you very much. Thank you very much to my subscribers. You guys are awesome. You participate. It means a lot to me that you guys take the time out of your lives to watch my videos and see what I'm up to. So thank you very much. I don't say this very often, but if you're still hanging in there, go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you haven't. There's going to be other videos, other projects, and lots of cool hay stuff in the future. So, yeah, hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't. Thanks a lot for watching. You guys take good care, and we'll catch you on the next video.